It had to be done. After my entire For You page became one sinner's meme after another, I, I, I decided to be sheep and follow the trend. Okay. And after 2 hours of excruciating pain, I regret almost every second of that movie. Here's my takeaway. The first 1 hour of the show is irrelevant. The KKK is real. Michael B. Jordan is overrated. That one sexual joke with the white lady carried the entire first half of the movie.
Is this nigga
Voodoo is
serious?
actually mad expensive. Oh, and the vampires don't make sense.
Oh
Like,
my god,
literally
bro.
don't make sense. And it's funny how for a vampires movie, the vampire are the least important part of the show. And that's like watching a documentary on racism and they spend the entire show explaining what black people enjoy eating. Like, that's not racist unless it's Gordon Ramsay narrating it, then maybe. Oh, and by the way, the clips I'll be using aren't exactly legal, but psh, I don't really care about that.
Bruh.
That's enough of the happens now. Let's get into the video. Hi, this is Kid. The moment he finished watching the movie, I can just say it right now. I missed out on the extra ending because this movie was so trash. I did not care for it. I don't really care, bro. This was supposed to be a I watch Sinners so you don't have to watch a video, but God, I can't have suffered alone. Fuck no. This movie was ass. I have I have anger issues now. I have serious anger issues now. Okay, the movie starts out with a sad attempt at foreshadowing, and gang, I promise, the black intro was just unnecessary. Yada yada yada. We meet the Jordan brothers, both played by Michael. Fucking glory hog. Apparently, they left Mississippi to Chicago, made a shit ton of money, and now they've returned to buy an abandoned mill from the Klan. Brilliant, just straight brilliant. I don't think these niggas ever read a lick of Black history. But more stuff happens, and we meet Preacher Boy. I promise, I'm not even kidding. He has a real name, yes, but just like the kid, us black folks don't use governments where we're from. Although I couldn't care less about this nigga's heritage. His dad is a preacher, and by extension, everyone calls him Preacher Boy, which is kind of tough when you think about it. Turns out his cousins with the Jordan twins, and his dad, Tyler the Creator, don't fuck with him. They go on this road trip. I say road trip, but it really all just happened in a day to open their new joint called the Jute. So we'll be calling it the Jute joint. I know that's corny. A place where all kinds of illegals go down, and they split up because they're short on time from purchasing the land and everything. Mind you, this entire show takes place in one day, and the pacing is just horrible. And Jordan 1 is flying solo, and Jordan 2 is collabing with the Preacher Boy. Yada yada, shopping, more shopping, boring stuff. Jordan 1 shoots these thugs trying to rob him, and nobody, I mean literally nobody, tries to help him or even call the cops. Like, damn, fake much? The other duo, on the other hand, recruits musicians and do some advertising. And I know they thought this joint was tough, but it's actually mad code. Now, me, I like me some jazz and blues, but this was just weird, gang. Old heads really claim they know music and pull this out of their bag. Yada, yada, yada. Jordan 1 meets up with this voodoo lady he knew from the past. They talk, she prays for him, he offers her a job, she declines. He rolls a nat 20 and his ultimate is effective. They fuck. I'm just kidding. Apparently, there was lovers and shit. He left for Chicago but stayed celibate for her the entire time. And now that he's back, he's fiending for that mystical boom boom.
Oh, brother, this guy
Um,
stinks!
After that, she takes the job. Like, damn, I know that's Michael B. Jordan, but shorty, you really bent over twice for this man? Tsk, guess that's Michael D. Jordan now. I locked in. And that's the entire first half of the movie. Like I said, irrelevant. On to the second half. Introducing the most light-skinned vampire to ever exist. This nigga literally begged his way into this couple's house just to be posted up on the chair after killing the husband. I know he posted this one on the gram talking about some had me begging for an entry, but now they dying to leave. Head ass. And he's being hunted by these Native Americans. The couples turned him away. But remember them, they'll be important later in the movie. And let me just get this out now. I used to know this girl, Native American from Mississippi. We was together for a while. We got engaged and everything was perfect. That is until I left her at the
Is
altar.
this nigga
I still
serious?
regret it to this day. Maybe one day I'll get to apologize to her properly. Till then, I love some Native Americans. Like Jack culture is just fire. Shout out Mississippi, by the way. All right, back to the movie. The jute joint is opening. We get Michael having a schizophrenic breakdown, conversing with himself and the voodoo chick. I mean, te- technically, it counts as a schizophrenic breakdown since he's playing both of the characters talking to themselves. And Preacher Boy finally rose a high enough number for a corny line to work.
Ain't always nice. Ain't that young either.
I swear, these people have to be related in real life because ain't no way this is working for me if I tried.
Bruh.
Dad on my ass just chopped. Right. White Shorty from earlier comes down to the joint. Preacher Boy about to get some, and let me just say it now. If she's gonna cheat, she's gonna cheat. This married woman is literally about to let this teenager take her to Pound
Is
Town
this
and back.
nigga serious?
And hey, I respect the hustle. Now, don't hate the game. Don't hate the player. It's easy to get caught up in moments of trials and fail. But remember, you always have a choice. Choosing to not do anything and letting something happen is a choice. Regret is a painful part of being human. And if you're with someone you care for, then these trying moments only go to reinforce your feelings for them. And if you don't care for the person you're with, then why are you even with them? Live life without regrets. But remember to always gauge your actions against others as you would against yourself. Now, all this is coming from someone who left the girl at the altar. I swear I'm a hypocrite. Some more stuff happened, and I just, I had to take a nap. The show was just ass, brother. Like between the horrible sexual tension and the corny lines, and Michael being a Jordan,
Bruh.
oh, and the heavy on the black side of things that nobody asked for. Oh, and I forgot to mention, apparently this movie leans heavy on how magical music is and how it connects people. I just had to get that out there. We get this cutaway of Preacher Boy performing alongside Gandhi, Ice Cube, Tyler the Creator, and is that Doche? Wow, they didn't know they had budget like that. Still has though. Well, more non-white people show up and they're all dancing and shit, and then the vampires pull up. All this while Preacher Boy going to Pound Town with the cheating wife and the twins discussing money. Security tries to bounce the white folks out of the joint. The voodoo chicks, she looked visibly uncomfortable during the entire encounter. By the way, I don't know, but like I said, voodoo, expensive shit. Um, the white vampires bounce. The twins discuss more money, more sexual tension, stuff we don't need. It turns out the twins rubbed some really scary people down in Chicago, and they're trying to explain stuff to Preacher Boy so he doesn't get involved and caught up in their nonsense. But Preacher Boy don't want to go back home. Can you really blame him though? The kid just backed his first MILF from music, and now they want him to leave. Yeah, he's a musician, by the way. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Like, I'd be mad as well if somebody tried to do that to me. Michael threatens the boy. The white lady reconciles with the other Michael. They decide it might be wise to let the white folk into the joint because, because they're really white and they probably have good credit, which means more money for them. And we get a scene that just reminds me so deeply as to why white people are the major victims of serial killers. No hate. White ladies talking to the white vampires, and the vampires start finishing each other's sentences and talking about saving the dead while foaming at the mouth. Mind you, white lady was here alone, and it's the dead of night. But somehow her survival instincts failed her, and she just sat there conversing with these people like it's just another Tuesday for her. Slow much? It wasn't until they tried to bite her that she jumps and tried to run. But gang, you don't dine with the devil long enough. Someone had to pay the tab. She gets bit, no one notices, she goes back in, and the rest is history. Or you could say black history. Yeah, that was horrible. I'm sorry. Jordan 2 smashes the white shorty. I mean, classic Michael B. Jordan. She bites him. Jordan 1 finds them, but it's too late. Dear vampires now. Engendro de los no muertes. Panic breaks out. The close the joint for the night. Voodoo chick tried to move the body of Jordan 2 outside because she noticed these niggas as vampires now. And in pure black ignorant fashion, Jordan 1 shuns her.
Bruh.
Yada yada yada. Voodoo chick learns how to stop the vampires from coming in. Just don't let them in. Some more dumb shit happens. This nigga shits himself. Jordan 2 wakes up. Some more weird shit happens. Voodoo chick throws holy water. Wait a minute. Holy water? She threw holy water at homie? I thought she did voodoo. Anyways, yeah, they get to scrapping, and it's an all-out vamp on Black's war. He dies, she dies, she dies, he dies. He lived. Said my favorite prayer and everything. Like he said the Lord's prayer. That's my favorite prayer and everything. Jordan 1 kills Jordan 2, but not before Michael shows us why he's Michael. Jordan 2 was fighting the whole vamp sickness the entire time, and before he was about to die, he hits us with this whole don't be sad, you have to do this. It wasn't corny. Like compared to the rest of this movie, it was I. And then Jordan 1 ends up killing Dracula. The extras scream way too loud in the background that it ended up giving me a headache. I swear to you, my ears are still ringing. The sun comes up and it roasts them. We get this scene from the beginning where Preacher Boy runs home to his pops crying. Again, awful attempt at foreshadowing. The KKK pull up to reclaim the land they sold earlier. Michael goes ham on them and kills every last one of them. Smokes a ciggy while hallucinating from his wounds and dies. I don't think he died though. I don't know. Uh, Preacher Boy goes home and in one last act of defiance, he takes a different step. He runs away to Chicago and makes a life for himself slinging crack. I mean making music. Yeah, making music.
Bruh.
And that's it. This show gets 4 concert tickets out of 5 Cam Rip dubs. I stole this reference from High Boy. Be sure to check him out. He's really great. And that's the video. Well, that's about it. I tried something different with this video. Let me know if you preferred this to the shorter rants forms. Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments. Once again, this is Kid, trying his best. Stay safe.
This don't feel like a good story. Struggle to convey my thoughts. You gone.